Mr. Crouch! Mr. Crouch!
Ah, good morning, Miss Tipdale.
Could you spare a moment? I've got Mrs. Frencham at reception.
Mrs. who?
Frencham? For the ocelot that were remodeled for her?
No, Miss Tipdale. The ocelot is to be collected at 2:30.
Oh, well, she's most apologetic, but she's in a hurry.
I'm sure she is, but it hasn't had its final brush yet, and the McMichaels are due any minute for the Canadian wild mink.
12:15.
Okay, I have to stop you. I guess this wasn't ever discussed. That mink is supposed to be across the chains.
I thought it was on
It's on Miss
the
Whittington.
girl.
Oh, the
On the
mink's
model.
on Miss Whittington. There's a time.
Yeah, but we don't have Miss Whittington.
don't
Okay,
That's
all
what
right.
time.
Okay, go ahead.
So, 12:15. This is one of your most perfect creations. She would have been closer. But Mr. Crouch.
Thank you.
But the mink is a sale. Mr. Bodley will attend to that.
I sincerely hope so, if and when he arrives. But with he being unpunctual and Mrs. Bobby being on holiday, I simply don't know where I am.
But what shall I say to Mrs. Frencham?
Well, you'd better send her in, I suppose. But this is really Mr. Bodley's pigeon. And you know how nervous I get with clients.
I think you cooked splendidly.
But it is not finished yet, and I'll have to explain to her.
Yes, Mr. Crouch.
First the ocelot. No, I think perhaps the mink. I'm terribly sorry, Miss Whittington. I'll send for you again when the McMichaels arrive.
Am I being very difficult?
Oh, Mrs. Frencham.
Yes,
Well, as a matter of fact,
I do apologize, but my husband and I are in town shopping today.
Just whisper, honey. Don't do that to your throat.
My husband and I are in town shopping today, so I thought I'd just collect my coat now.
but it hasn't had its final brush yet, ma'am.
Oh, that's all right.
Because I must give it another brush.
All right, I'll come back around lunchtime. My husband's driving around looking for a parking meter.
Oh, it is a problem, isn't it?
Oh, yes, next time we'll come on our bicycles.
Mr. Crouch, are you available for a fitting?
No, I'm not. Make a note of that, Miss Tipdale. This is to be collected. This is to be ready at 1 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
I must get this put away. Has the 12:15 appointment arrived yet?
Not yet, no. It's only just gone 12.
Doesn't anybody ever tidy up around here?
Oh, I'll arrange to have that done later, Mr. Crouch. In the meantime, should I cross down over to him because it's not in my book? But
No, it's fine.
just stay here. Okay.
Don't worry about it. I'm not
all
going to do any direction right now. I just want to hear the flow of this.
In the meantime, could you check the proofs for the autumn catalog and
No.
see to the fitting downstairs?
No, I couldn't. Can't you see? I've got my hands full.
Morning, all. Morning, girls. Morning, Miss Tipdale. Miss Tipdale? Tippers?
Here,
Tippers, where are you?
here I am, Mr. Bodley.
Oh, good morning, Tippers. How are you?
Well,
Oh, splendid, so am I. What's the time? Thank you. What do you got there?
the autumn catalog proofs.
Pass.
What's next?
What's next on the agenda?
The McMichaels at 12:15.
I'll show them in the moment they arrive. Meanwhile, I'll get the champagne on ice. No office should be without one. That is a lovely load of bubbly. Oh, well, what's a couple of bottles of champagne when you're selling a £5,000 mink? Well, actually, the firm is selling it, but by the strangest of coincidences, I'm buying it for my girlfriend. Now, what you may ask, am I, a perfectly happily married man, doing with a girlfriend? Well, it's a question I've been asking myself for 20 years. Well, I'm not exceptional. Statistics prove it. 98% of men are born unfaithful. The other 2% are born liars. But, as I was saying, I am buying this coat for Janie McMichael.
You're supposed to
Beauty.
have your coat in your hand, please. Your coat is in your hand. Please. Sorry.
Jenny McMichael, I'm buying this coat for Jenny McMichael, an exotic beauty of 28 summers and 38 bust. Now, there is one tiny fly in the ointment. Her husband. Janie and I both feel that were she to arrive home wearing this 5,000-pound coat, he might become suspicious. So, I have evolved a scheme of infinite subtlety and considerable brilliance. Here is 4,500 pounds, which I have withdrawn from my private account. When Mr. McMichaels arrives, he shall be offered this exquisite garment for 500 pounds. Cunning, yes? The firm gets its 5,000 pounds. Mr. McMichael gets a fantastic bargain for 500 pounds. Janie gets her mink, and I get, well, that is another story.
Ah, Mr. Bodley, thank goodness you've arrived. I've been driven out of my mind.
Have we been busy?
Busy? I've been rushing around like a mad thing.
Good, keep it up. Have you given that its final brush yet?
No, and I've told you before not to be quite so rough with these things.
That's where,
Ms. Whittington, Mr. Couch, I wonder if, Mr. Bodley, have I time for my coffee break before your 12:15 appointment?
No, you haven't. But would you care for a glass of champagne instead?
No, Mr. Bodley. Miss Whittington, up here, please.
He's a killjoy, that one. Doesn't belong in either percentage. Look at him, my partner. We've been together now for 10 years, 10 agonizing, brain-crushing years.
Yes, that's fine. Turn around, please. A little more. Good. There's not another one like it in all of London.
Like what?
My flared bottom.
Oh, well done, Crouch.
What?
That was verging on a funny.
What was?
10 years.
That's fine. Mr. Bodley, would you like to run your hands over the,
Oh, indeed I would.
Mr. Bodley! Miss Whittington, thank you. I'll send for you again when the McMichaels come.
If not sooner.
Really, Mr. Bodley, how can you when your wife is away?
How can I when she's not?
Oh, Mrs. Bodley would be heartbroken if she knew as much as I know.
She'd also be pretty stupid. Anyway, what about you and our secretary?
Miss Tipdale?
Ambrosine.
I've never even addressed her as Ambrosine. Why, in all the years she's worked here, my conduct towards her has been exemplary.
What, you mean you don't fancy her?
I didn't say that. Whatever my feelings may be for Miss Tipdale, I would never allow them to jeopardize the efficiency of our organization. Mrs. Bodley would be quite horrified if she knew as much as I know. Sorry, Mrs. Bodley would be quite horrified if she knew the real reason behind the quick turnover of models here.
Oh, do stop droning on about my wife. She's away on holiday in the south of France. The sun is shining, business is booming, and you are about to make your first sale.
Oh, it's all very well. I conduct a sale?
Your finest creation there.
I couldn't possibly when you've already instigated the sale with Mr. McMichael.
On the contrary, I've never met Mr. McMichael.
Oh, so all your spade work has been done with Mrs. McMichael?
Arnold, my old friend, my dear, dear, dear old friend. Has nothing begun to sink into that brain of yours?
Mr. Bodley, you haven't formed an association with Mrs. McMichael?
My God, he's quick.